Hi everyone. Apparently, my volume was very low last time I did this. What I was saying was that the pigeons, I've allowed them to come into the room, um, so they're familiar with me, and but they like to explore, and they were always curious. And even like when I opened my door this morning, Jessie was flying. She was hovering right in front of my face. It's like, I want to come in. I want to come in. So, but she likes it on top of the speaker now, because yesterday I played a song, which was my voice, and my voice was coming out of the speaker. So she decided that the speaker was a good thing. But before that, they wouldn't go anywhere near the speakers, because no, Frankie, that's not going to happen. Because there was foreign voices coming out of there. I was watching YouTube. I was watching videos. I was listening to music. I was watching movies. So there was all these foreign sounds coming out of the speaker. But as soon as my voice came out of the speaker, she wanted to land on it. So, but this is what I played for her, and this is the reason she landed on the speaker, and now she won't leave the speaker. So at the moment, I've got a towel on top of the speaker. It's softer for them, and it's also just in case, because she does this all the time. If she lays an egg, the egg won't roll off the speaker. so, so yeah, at the moment there's a towel on top of the speaker. So at the moment, I'm looking at Jess and Charlie. They're both on top of the speaker. Frankie is trying to join them, but Frankie, I'm sorry, no, you can't. They're a couple. Leave them alone. But Charlie can't get the breeding thing correct. Sitting on top of her head is not going to do anything. You have to, jump on top of and wiggle around and do all that stuff. But sitting on top of a head is not going to fertilize any eggs. Anyway, so here's the song. Wait for it. Oh, by the way, this is a really old recording. Um, it was done in a garage with my friends Michael and Brad, and we had cables running from the garage all the way through the house into Brad's room to his computer to record this. Uh, I I don't remember specifically doing this song. I remember the whole recording progress, and I remember other songs that we did, but I don't remember this song in particular. So when I came across, I had an old CD, and what it was labeled as, I thought, oh, that's my music. And then this song showed up.
You say, oh, you're a little tired today. Sorrow's heavy on your mind. And the wind has changed direction, and the wind reversed the tide. You say, oh, when are you coming round? I really need you now, dear amor.
Well, that gives you the example, but there's actually other songs on here, songs that you've actually heard before. So we actually also did this song. And you can hear us talking in the background. Yeah, as I said, these recordings are not great, but I was actually using a 12-string guitar recording that song. But then I did this song, You got to understand, it's like I'm rhythm guitar. I do vocals. I know my vocals aren't crash hot, but I do the vocals. I write the songs, and but Brad, well, Michael does drums. He's brilliant on drums. But Brad does all the lead guitar. So all the lead guitar you hear is Brad. So when you hear all those tricky little bits in between, that's all Brad. He's brilliant, and he can pick up on that stuff so quickly. All you have to do is give him a key, and boom, away he goes. But this one, this one is a little bit different.
I've got a little problem. I hope I can explain. I wake up in the middle of the night. I can't get back to sleep. Maybe if I close my eyes, I will see you in my dreams. I've gotta tell you something. I've made a few mistakes. I always jump with both feet and neither hit the brakes. Know you're gonna break my heart, but already it's too late. 'Cause you're going away. Don't forget me. All I think of to say is don't forget
As I said, it is a garage recording, and I'm sorry about the level of volume and clarity in the voice of that recording. You have to basically listen to it straight from the recording. Otherwise, you can't hear what I'm saying. It sounds very muffled because we actually had a compressor on my voice, because every time Brad he'd say, "Sing as loud as you're gonna sing," and then so I'd sing as loud as I was gonna sing, but every time we actually started recording, I'd actually sing louder. So he'd actually have to turn down my voice because I'd peak it out. That's And by the way, I say I'm a rhythm guitarist, but my rhythm sucks. My timing sucks. So when I was actually playing with Michael, the drummer, I'd face him because he would know when I was going to change anything, and he would actually do his drumming. So in other words, the drummer, who's supposed to keep time for everybody else, was actually adjusting to me because my rhythm sucks. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. See ya.